Everybody knows how to make money, but not everybody knows the other two, which are keep money and multiply money. Let's get right into it. You might be wondering, why do people always talk about investing into real estate or get into real estate? And if this has ever come across your mind or a thought of maybe I should get invested into real estate, or why are people always talking about real estate? Well, then this video is for you. My name is Chris Silva. If this is your first time here, I am an active real estate investor. I am on a journey to build a $1 billion real estate portfolio. And on this channel, I want to bring you all the value I can so that way you can get started investing in real estate and you can go out there and start taking action. Real estate has changed my life and I want to be able to change your life. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and comment down below what you're taking away. What I like to say is real estate is a vehicle that has allowed me to buy back my time. Now, I think the biggest thing to it all is you need to learn how to start understanding how money works. I think that's the first part, is learning how money works. At least in my culture, for me growing up, I was always taught to save money, don't get in debt, pay off all my credit cards, and all of this bullshit, to be honest. And as I got older, I started learning more. However, as I got older, I kind of kept those habits until I made the decision to change the way I lived and where I was going and what I wanted to do, which has opened my mind to so much more. So let's start with the foundations of money. You need to understand that there is 3 things to money. You need to learn how to make money, you gotta learn how to keep money, and you gotta learn how to multiply money. Now, the reality of it is everybody, and if you don't, you gotta do something, but everybody knows how to make money. Here are some examples. You could go out there, you could wash cars, you could make money. You could clean shoes, you could make money. You could go get a job, you could make money. You could go work for somebody, you could go make money. So everybody knows how to make money, but not everybody knows the other two, which are keep money and multiply money. Let's get right into it. Now, once you learn how to make money, you got to learn how to keep money. The way we're taught to keep money is save your money. Guys, understand that saving money in your bank account, your money is burning. At the rate of where inflation is and the cost of everything going up, is the US dollar is becoming less valuable to society. It is losing its value. That's just a reality. Over the past 100 years, the US dollar has gone down in value. So when you save money, for example, you put $10,000 into a bank account today, guess what? That same $10,000 is going to be worth less, meaning your buying power for that $10,000, you're not going to be able to go buy the same thing for $10,000 because whatever that product is of $10,000 is going to be worth, it's going to cost more. Now, I want to break it down even simpler. Let's talk about $10. If you save $10 in your bank account, and with that $10 today, you can go buy a Starbucks coffee, a Starbucks venti, latte, mocha, whatever the Starbucks, fancy Starbucks orders you get. But that same $10 in 5 years, that Starbucks is probably not going to cost you $10. That same Starbucks order is more than likely going to cost you $12, $13, $15. And see, when you save those $10 in your bank account, the bank is also charging you fees. Every year, the bank charges a fee. So let's use $10 for example. Say each year the bank charges you $1 to save your money. Every year, you're losing $1. So that $10 goes to $9, goes to $8, $7, $6. By year 5, that same $10 is only $5. Now, at the same time, the same Starbucks order is now $15. Well, that's the same thing on a bigger scale. $10,000 saved in the bank, that same $10,000 in 5 years, you're getting charged fees from the bank, and at the same time, the cost of whatever you're trying to buy is going up. But guess what, guys? The bank, what is the bank doing with your money? They're taking your cash and they're lending it. They are leveraging. The power of leverage. Guys, leverage is so big. You need to understand that everything in life is leverage. Your relationships are leverage. Money is leverage. You need to learn how to, real estate is leverage. It is a tool that's going to allow you to do so much more. And this is why I am going all in on real estate. So now the same thing is the bank, you put the $10,000, they leverage your money, they go lend it out to people for a credit card. What does the bank make in return? The bank makes interest. So they're leveraging your money while you're losing money. So guess what? The second step to money is learn how to keep money. Well, saving money in the bank is not allowing you to keep money. Now, how do you keep money? I am going to tell you one of the greatest, one of the best kept secrets in the world. And the way you're able to keep money, don't tell anybody. It's real estate. Real estate is going to allow you to keep your money. So now, let me give it to you an example. Is you take this $10,000. With this $10,000, you go buy an asset. You go buy a house. Take $10,000, you go buy a house. Right? You guys tracking? I hope all of you guys are following along. If you got to this point in the video, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you like. Give this video a like if you are learning something, and comment down below if you are taking away what your takeaways are, and if there's something else that you want to know. But let's jump right back into it. So now you get this. You take $10,000 and you go buy an asset. You go buy a house. And I'm using very, very basic numbers. You go buy a house for $100,000. Now, guess what? You are leveraging the bank's money now. So now you're going to go get a loan for $100,000. The bank is going to charge you $10,000. So you take that $10,000, you go buy this asset. Now you have a loan for $90,000. Chris, you told me to keep money. I have no more money. Well, the reality of it is now your money is in an asset. That asset, the $10,000 went into this asset where this asset could be potentially worth 110, 120, 130, 140, 150 within the next 5 years. And if the real estate is appreciating, let me do the simple math real quick. So let's say you bought the house for $100,000 and it's appreciating at 5% each year. 5 times 5 years, that's $25,000. So that means your $10,000 that you spent to buy this asset at $100,000 that you owe 90, in 5 years, now the asset is worth $25,000 more, 25% more, 25% more than what you originally bought it for. However, your money is multiplying. That same $10,000 just multiplied to $25,000. That's over 150% return on your money just on appreciation. Just on the appreciation, the value of the property. Now, another way to keep money, watch, check this out. Another way to keep money is now you go take this $10,000, you buy a $100,000 house, you owe $90,000. Oh my gosh, Chris, I owe payment. Chris, there's a payment. My payment's $1,000 every single month. How am I going to pay for this house? Well, that is the power of turning around and renting this out. You see, right now we live in a time where most people aren't qualifying for a house. Most people don't qualify, at least in El Paso. It's hard for people to qualify for a house. Wherever you're watching this video from, interest rates are up. Interest rates right now, I believe, are at 7.5%. More people aren't qualifying because of the price point of what they make. More job layoffs are happening all over the economy. I predict, this is my prediction, this is an opinion, this is what I think could potentially happen, is when interest rates do come down, guess what's going to happen? Your prices are going to increase because there is a shortage of people that qualify for houses. People need to buy real estate right now. People need a place to live. They can't afford, so what are they doing? They are renting. So now if your payment's $1,000 and you go rent this property for $1,500, guess what? You're making $500 every single month. That means you're keeping your money, that $10,000, now you're making $500 every single month. Chris, what about maintenance? What about repairs and property management, all that good stuff? Yes, we could go down a rabbit hole on that, but I want to just keep this very simple. Those are stuff that you got to account for. I want to keep it very simple for you. So now if you're able to make $500 a month on a property, $500 times 12, that's $6,000 in 1 year. That means in 2 years, you could potentially make back your $10,000. So that's how you keep money. So you learn how to make money. Then you go move that money into real estate. You keep money because now you're creating cash flow, baby. You're creating this cash flow. And the way you multiply money is the appreciation on real estate. Now, check this out. Is when this property becomes worth $125 in 5 years. Well, Chris, if my property is worth this much, how do I get this money? Now this property is worth $125,000. In 5 years, you probably owe about $80,000 still to the bank, maybe 85. Interest is paid in the front. So now, based off of that, you're able to go get a equity refi. What is an equity refinance? That means you go get a loan from the bank on your equity. So if it's worth 125, banks will lend you, there's some banks that will lend you up to 80% of the value. So if the property is worth 185 times 80%, that means there's $100,000 that they'll lend you. You owe 85. So that means in 5 years, you're able to get back your $10,000, make $5,000 on that total of $15,000. Now you have a new mortgage. Now you pulled out $15,000 and the tenant is paying for your debt. Your debt is being covered by your tenant. Guess what? You are moving the money. And then in another 5 years, the property becomes worth $150. And in another 10 years, the property becomes worth $175, $200, and so on and so forth. But the reality of it is these are just basic numbers. Someone might comment on here, Chris, what about closing costs? What about this? What about that? This is just a simple example for you to understand. I want to keep it simple. Chris, someone's going to comment on here. Someone might say, Chris, where can I buy a house for $10,000? Guys, this is what I specialize in, is creative finance. I am talking about money. I'm talking about real estate. That's what I want you guys to gain from this. Now, if you want to learn how to find deals and you want to learn how to go out there and buy deals for $10,000, I just bought a deal for $0 out of pocket, no credit, no credentials. I just picked up a property at 3% interest. If you guys want to learn how to do deals like this, make sure you subscribe, because on this channel, that's all I want to give you guys, is everything that I do. So going back to why real estate, why you should be invested into real estate, is if you have saved money, your money is burning. But let me let you in on another secret. You don't need to be doing or buying the deals. See, if you want to get in real estate, you don't need to be the person cold calling. You don't need to be the person looking for deals, negotiating the deals. You don't need to be the person even doing the repairs on the deal. The reality of it is, if you're somebody that has money saved in the bank, or you have money under your mattress, You can be investing into other people's deals. So if you have $20,000 that's underneath your mattress, that's probably worth, that you've been saving for the past 10, 15 years, that $20,000 is probably worth really $15,000 now, maybe even less. But you could take that $20,000, go invest it into someone's deal, say, hey, I want to charge 20% on this deal. I want to lend it out for 6 months. You go take this, lend it out for 6 months. Guess what? You make a 20% return on that $20,000, you're able to go simple math, $20,000 times 20%, $4,000. Now you just made $4,000 on $20,000, but you protect your money by the asset, by the real estate. And the reality of it is when you tie your money to the asset, you're tied to the real estate now. Your protection is the real estate. So this isn't financial advice. This is just giving you education on what I'm doing to go out there and do deals. And the reality of it is it risky? Yes. But what's more riskier, letting your money burn underneath the mattress or going to take the risk and going and invest it? So listen, if you're somebody that saved money, I highly want to say that you should go out there, you should start buying real estate, or you should start investing into other people's deals, because that's what's going to allow you to maximize your money. That's what's going to allow you to make your money by an asset. If you have a 401k, you are not that you cannot control that money. If you're in the stock market, you cannot control that. You cannot control what the S&P 500 is doing today. You have no control of that. It's not tangible. Other people are in control of your money. Versus real estate, you know where you're investing into, you know the value of the property, you know how you're going to protect yourself, you know what that property could be worth. So can you lose in real estate? The answer is yes, but how risky is it? Versus how risky is it saving your money, investing into 401ks, investing into the stock market, or investing into all the other bullshit? If you learned something today, make sure you go and follow me on all my social media platforms at Chris Ryan Silva, my Instagram, my Facebook, my X account, and I hope to see you guys here for my next channel. Make sure you follow, subscribe, and comment down below everything that you took away and other things that you want to learn. Let's grow, baby!